Here are 3 reasons why it's possible to heal knee pain from chondromalacia patella. Reason number 1 is that we don't have any solid medical research evidence showing us that chondromalacia patella cannot heal. Now, it's widely thought of in the medical field, and it's all over the internet, that if you have chondromalacia patella, that you're destined to have it the rest of your life, and that you're just going to be doomed with knee problems, and you have to suffer. And especially if you have a family member, like a parent or grandparent who's got knee problems, then you're told usually that you're more likely to get it, maybe even at a younger age, than most other people get chondromalacia patella. But here's what you need to know. We don't have any solid research. We don't know for sure. And just because there's no research on this doesn't mean that it's not possible. It's just we don't know. We haven't answered those questions. What we do know based on research is that the current treatments that are being used for chondromalacia patella, which are usually medications, injections, and there's surgeries out there that people are getting for this, they're not the best at helping people recover from chondromalacia patella. So as a result, they'll show on the research studies that people still have problems afterwards. But I can tell you from experience in helping people treat their chondromalacia patella that it does get better. I'll tell you more about that here in a second. I just need you to let go of the research thing, because I find so many healthcare professionals that cling on to certain medical research and they forget that there's things that we haven't even studied, and that we're still technically in the Stone Age when it comes to our medical research and how many questions we've answered. Now, when I say that we're in the Stone Age, some people get a little heated because they think of all the medical advancements that we've made. And I agree, there's some amazing surgeries, there's some amazing medications out there, but what good are they if they're not actually fixing the problem? And what good does it do us if we've got tons of research showing that it doesn't improve a certain thing? There are lots of things that medical research have definitely helped out with. There's many medical advancements that we've made, but when it comes to curing certain problems, especially knee joint related problems like chondromalacia patella, we're in the Stone Age. Number 2 is that people think it's caused by age, but it's actually caused by a muscle imbalance. Let me show you what I mean by this. I've got my knee model right here. And you can see this is a right knee because we have the fibula, this little bone right here on the outside. And the kneecap's right here. This is supposed to depict a tendon. And on the top right here is a quad muscle, the front of the thigh, those big muscles in the front of your thigh. The muscle imbalance is simply this. The muscles in the front of the thigh are too strong or too dominant. I say strong and dominant because you can be relatively weak and not think that you're strong, but the muscle's more dominant than other muscles, making it by default the stronger muscle. But even if you're a weaker person or that you know people that are stronger than you, you might still have a dominant quad muscle. If that muscle's too strong and other muscles that counteract that muscle are very weak, which it's usually the glute muscles. If the glute muscles up in the hip are weak, then it's going to cause you to tend to move by dominantly using your quad muscles for stability in all your major movements. If that's the case, then you're going to be pushing that kneecap up against your thigh bone consistently and too much. You're going to get a lot of compression there. And if that's how you tend to move, then it's just a matter of time before the kneecap cartilage back there or the cartilage on the end of the thigh bone becomes irritated, swollen, painful, and eventually damaged. Damaged enough so that you can see it on an X-ray or an MRI. People associate this injury though with age because it tends to happen to people in their 30s, sometimes a little bit later, sometimes a little bit earlier. Usually it happens to people that are younger if they're very active, if they tend to be runners or are in some sport that involves running, or possibly even like cycling. The reason why they get it sooner is because they tend to work themselves into a muscle imbalance much faster than somebody who's less active. It's not necessarily age, it's that they've got a stronger muscle imbalance, which takes time to develop. But if it was truly age, if it's because your body has this biological clock that says, well, now you're 37, so you're going to get chondromalacia patella. How is it that we can help people? I've helped so many people fix this problem, and time has gone on. They've technically gotten older. If I saw them at 37, they got better. By the time they're 38, their knee pain's gone, their chondromalacia isn't an issue for them anymore. Age cannot be the cause of that problem. It has to be something else. And I strongly believe, because I've seen it, I've treated it so many times, that it is a muscle imbalance, and correcting that muscle imbalance can make this problem go away. Now, the third reason is that other people can fix their chondromalacia patella. That right there is a fact. It is evidence that because somebody else can do it, then it's possible for you. We just have to figure out what they did that was successful, that can be adapted to your situation, your genetics, your lifestyle, so that you can fix it too. I've personally helped so many people coming through my clinic to fix their chondromalacia patella and other patella related problems. And I've helped out thousands of people over the internet through our social media posts on YouTube and other social media platforms. And then I've also got a program called the Patella Pain Recovery Program, where I've packaged my entire treatment approach towards fixing chondromalacia patella into a 30+ video program that you can access from anywhere you have an internet connection at any time you choose. You can find a link to this program down in the description below. It's called the Patella Pain Recovery Program. And I've also got many videos here on YouTube for chondromalacia patella. Down there by the link for the Patella Pain Recovery Program, you'll find a playlist to all our chondromalacia videos. It's called the Chondromalacia Help Playlist. I hope that you can get your chondromalacia problem taken care of, you can get that swelling under control, that you can be able to sleep at night without your knee bothering you, and most importantly, that you can avoid living relying on medications, hoping for an injection to bring you relief for the long term, and hoping for a surgery to fix this problem, because most people, they're not fixing the muscle imbalance when they get those 3 treatments done. They're simply getting a short-term treatment to help with the pain, but if the muscle imbalance is still there, even after surgery, then they're gonna continue to have knee problems later in life. It just might morph into something worse, like a meniscus tear or arthritis. Hey guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If you thought it was, please give us a thumbs up. Please drop a comment below. Let us know you liked the video, or ask us a question. We love to point people in the right direction if you have a question. And also don't forget to share this with somebody you think needs to hear this. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the notification bell for our channel so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos that we post each and every week. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.